Alright, YouTube, how you doing? It's your boy Context today, bringing you guys a new video, and as the title says, you guessed it, your boy is back on the grind. And, so this is my first game back, like, playing a bunch, and it's just a free-for-all, not free-for-all, my bad, it's just a pub domination. I'm playing against, not randoms actually, I'm playing against, my brother, Tonio, Vince, and Sean. All some really good players that I play with pretty often, at least 3 of them. I mean, you guys know my brother and Vince Antonio. I usually play 8 of them. We run scrims or whatever, so they're pretty good players. I joined up on their lobby to get some practice against some good kids because I was steamrolling kids on pubs without playing anyone who was good. So yeah, I go 60 and 30. I drop wraps on them, and it looks like I could not play this game for a year, come back, and I'd still be the best. But not really. I played alright. I mean, I didn't expect to drop heavy streaks on them. I honestly expected to get gunned for the most part, but it didn't happen that way. So pretty happy about that. We played a S&D after this, and I played pretty good. Then we played a 2v3 S&D, and I went like 16 and 1. So I might post that gameplay if I get a topic, or I might save the gameplay so I can use it for a topic sometime. And yeah, I didn't come into this video for topic. I just really wanted to let you guys know that I was back grinding, and y'all could hit me up to play whenever. Just message me, you guys know what it is, xcontext, or hit me up on YouTube or Twitter and get some games running. I'm looking for some new people to play with just so we can mix it up and keep it lively. And yeah, I guess before I get into what I was going to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and say that I guarantee that my friends on the other team were like, oh, Rob hasn't played in forever, this is going to be free wins. Because they were talking about how they were like dominating everyone in pubs, and the second I joined, my team steamrolls them. They're like, oh, it's not even you who's steamrolling. Because another kid on my team who's doing really good right now is like using a shotgun or something. But then I turn up at the end and just take over. So yeah. But now, since I didn't have much to talk about, I guess we'll talk about what's happened over the weekend. I don't know what date this is going to get posted, probably today, but it's Martin Luther King Day, so I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. And for those who don't know, there was a lot that happened in the esports community over the weekend. I guess we'll start with something that the majority of you guys probably know at least a little bit about, and that's CSGO. There was a CSGO LAN, the first major of 2016, and it was in Ukraine or near it because it was Navi's home turf. And for those who don't know, Navi's one of the best teams in the game. And basically, I was rooting for Envy. They lost in semis. Top 4 was the old TSM team. Envy, they were 3-4, and then Navi got to finals. Navi's never beaten Fnatic online or at a LAN event. They've only beaten them twice in all of last year, and it was both online. So haven't ever beaten them on LAN. Every time they play on LAN, Fnatic usually steamrolls them, and more of the same happened. We were all expecting, at least I was expecting Navi, considering how good they played the day before, and the Fnatic went into the finals not playing at their best. I thought Navi would have a great chance to win Dust 2 first map, but that didn't happen the way I thought it would. Navi, they just played different against Fnatic, to be honest. Not that I think they should win, because Fnatic's obviously the best team, and they're looking better with Dennis than they looked with Pronax at the end of last year. Dennis has really buffed up that roster and made it even more slay heavy than it already was. He had 8 kills in between the 2 pistol rounds on Dust 2. So that was pretty spectacular. And yeah, Fnatic wins the event. Navi loses in embarrassing fashion in front of their home crowd, but at least they got to the finals. Good for them. The thing with Navi is that they need more help, because as it stands, it's Guardian making miracle plays, or Flamey having a ridiculous map. Edward and Zeus and some of these other guys really need to step up to the plate. And I guess that's it for my CSGO coverage. It looks like the Envy team might break up after having a dominating 2015. Ever since they went from LDLC to Envy, they were fantastic. They made some roster moves, getting Kenny S and whatnot. Continued to win and place in top 2 all the time. And they had a really rough event. I don't know what the problem was, but there might be a roster change or a complete team breakup. And that is it for my CS talk, I guess. We're already in the second half, and I'm not playing that good right now, but I turn up like crazy. And next we'll talk about Smash, I guess. So for those who don't know, like Super Smash Bros, the Wii game, is a competitive game. Super Smash Melee, which came out like 15 plus years ago, is still being played in one of the most popular esports out there. And I didn't watch the Melee top 8, I just watched it into top 8. And for those who don't know, there's 5 players who are considered the best players in the past like 10 or so years almost. They're known as the 5 gods. And a lot of them I think were in losers going into top 8. So that's like unprecedented. It doesn't usually happen. As far as what I watched the Smash 4 top 8 and top 16. Some surprises in that. If you guys don't watch any of those, by the way, they're on Twitch. You can look them up to find out when LAN events and stuff are. But the crew battle was SoCal, which is California, getting destroyed by a team by the guys from the Midwest. For those who don't know, in fighting esport games, you're kind of affiliated with people who are from your area. So like if I'm from New York, I play with a bunch of Northeast kids. If I'm from Chicago, I play with Midwest kids. If I'm from the West Coast, I'm basically playing with SoCal or the guys from Cali and whatnot. So yeah. But now in singles, Zero, who's undoubtedly the best player, won the event, but it was a lot closer than people thought. Everyone was considering Zero to be a god player and no one would be able to touch him. And a lot of players could take matches and almost full sets from him. So things are looking great in the Smash 4 community because now a lot of teams are catching up to the best players. So as you guys can see, I'm about to get my streaks. At first I'm thinking this guy's gonna turn on me and I'm not gonna get him. But I got him. See how quickly I turned that around, and it just gets worse for these kids. I get like 40 kills on just this second side, so pretty dope. Then again, I do streak out all of them. Oh yeah, Void took 4th, who was a young kid I was looking forward to watching at the event. Renee, who's a Japanese player, almost beat Zero and took him to in the winners finals and almost took Zero to losers bracket. I was really rooting for him because I love watching underdogs beat like the best players in fighting esport games. So yeah. And DeBuzz from the US, we were all chanting USA, USA when he was playing because we wanted to see him win, and he fought valiantly. But I think Renee would have been a better matchup because Renee plays he plays Villager, but he plays Villager unlike every other player. Like, he makes it work. And the way he was playing, it would have been a better matchup. Next, we'll talk about League of Legends. For those who don't know, the NA League started this weekend, and all of our favorite teams, TSN, Cloud9, Liquid, what other big orgs? Basically, all the big NA orgs, they either went 1-1 or went 0-2. Teams like the only teams that are 2-0 are Energy and Immortals, which are 2 teams no one thought would be 2-0, and they are. So yeah, a lot of the teams that we'd expect to go huge are 1-1, but it is just the first week, and Cloud9 played with a sub the game they lost. So there's plenty of room for the season to change. And there's some other stuff. There was the Halo EU qualifiers, which I didn't watch. I usually watch like the NA teams play Halo 5. I don't watch the EU teams all that much. And yeah, so this game's coming to a close. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up and a comment. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this where it's just gameplay and a bunch of esports topics. I do watch almost every game that has an esport. Like I watched the Gears of War first LAN event 2 or 3 weekends ago where Denial came back on Envy in epic fashion, and the game froze. Is that it? I guess that's all I got in the recording, or I touched the button. But here, let me bring this menu up real quick. Yeah, I guess that's the end of the gameplay. Alright guys, well, I'm 1629, and I don't got much else to say. If you enjoyed this and want to see more of it, let me know in the comments below. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more content, and this is your boy Context, signing out, and just know I'm back. Have a great day, guys.